More than 2,000 defendants prosecuted for corruption in 2023.
Number of unemployment benefit applicants in Nghe An increased sharply.
Houthi militias launched biggest attack on merchant vessels in the Red Sea.
Hello everyone, you are watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Thành. Let's get started. In 2023, the Steering Committee on Anti-Corruption at the provincial level had took 260 corruption and wrongdoing cases under their monitoring and direction. The local authorities have prosecuted 763 new cases with more than 2,000 accused of corruption.
This report was unveiled at a meeting to summarize the work of parties' internal affairs and the activities of the provincial anti-corruption steering committees in 2023 and to set out directions and tasks for 2024. Accordingly, in 2023, the provincial steering committees conducted 212 inspections and supervisions, put 260 corruption and wrongdoing cases under their monitoring and direction. It means that since the establishment of the committees, 679 cases have been put under monitoring and direction within 1 year. Furthermore, the local authorities had newly prosecuted 763 corruption cases involving 2,079 individuals, nearly doubling compared to 2022.
According to the report of the Nghệ An Province Employment Service Center in 2023, the number of people applying for unemployment benefits in the province surged sharply, with 23,149 people applied for unemployment insurance, marking a 12% increase from 2022.
Of these, 10,910 employees worked for businesses in the province, increased 37.9% compared to 2022. The majority of unemployment benefit applicants are ordinary laborers, working for private enterprises or foreign-invested enterprises in the field of textiles, footwear and electronics. The increase of unemployment benefit applicants is due to many reasons, including difficulties of businesses in seeking new orders, high production costs as an impact of fluctuating fuel prices, resulting in workforce reductions.
U.S. Department of Defense reported that the U.S. and UK military forces had intercepted a total of 21 missile and unmanned aerial vehicles launched by Houthi forces in Yemen, marking one of the largest attacks by a militia group in the Red Sea in recent months.
The U.S. Central Command stated that the Iran-backed Houthi group had launched a complex attack using armed rockets, UAVs and ballistic missiles from areas controlled by their forces in Yemen towards the southern Red Sea. About 50 merchant ships were in the area at the time of incident. This is the first large-scale attack by the Houthi group since the U.S. and 13 other countries issued a joint statement holding the group accountable for attacks on commercial vessels in the Red Sea. Prior to this, the Houthi group had declared its intention to attack merchant vessels in the Red Sea linked to Israel to show support for the Palestinian people and put pressure for a ceasefire on Israel. As of now, Israel's airstrikes and ground operations targeting the Hamas movement in the Gaza Strip have resulted in the deaths of over 23,200 Palestinians.
Coming up next are some updated news.
The European Climate Change Monitoring Agency Copernicus has confirmed that 2023 was the hottest year in 100,000 years. According to Copernicus, 2023 broke numerous climate records. In particular, the temperature in the last 6 months of the year hit record highs compared to the previous ones. When comparing ancient records of climate data from sources such as tree rings and air bubbles in glaciers, Copernicus said that 2023 was very likely the warmest year in the last 100,000 years. On average, in 2023, the planet was 1.48 degrees Celsius warmer than in the 1850 to 1900 pre-industrial period, when humans began burning fossil fuels on an industrial scale, pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Along with this was the El Niño weather phenomenon, which warmed the surface waters in the eastern Pacific Ocean and contributed to the global temperature rise.
during the Lunar New Year 2024, the demand for night flight from 9 p.m. to 5:59 a.m. from January 21st to February 25th is expected to reach over 1,800 flights, accounting for approximately 8% of the total domestic flights operated. Given this fact, the Civil Aviation Administration of Vietnam requested the Vietnam Airlines Corporation and local airports to set out plans to serve customers. In the same time, have human resources, infrastructure and equipment ready for welcoming night flights without increasing ground service fees for local airports serving this kind of flight. They also need to ensure security, safety, and service quality during the passenger service process.
The Ministry of Defense has officially confirmed the information regarding the incident of military's Su-22 aircraft crashed in Điện Bàn Town, Quảng Nam Province on January 9. The aircraft with designation number 5880 were damaged. There were no human casualties, and the pilot safely parachuted out of aircraft and is in good health. However, the crash had caused injury to one local resident and damaged one house in the area. Currently, the People's Committee of Điện Bàn Town is directing the implementation of safety measures at the aircraft crash site and coordinating with the Air Defense Force to handle the case in accordance with regulations. The project Diversifying Livelihoods, Scaling Up Poverty Reduction Models holds significant importance in the implementation of the National Target Program for Sustainable Poverty Reduction. In recent time, the diversification of livelihood models and the development of key crop, potential products, and specialized production in Nghệ An province have opened up opportunity for local residents to improve economy, contributing to the sustainable poverty reduction goals in the province. A clean vegetable cultivation class in Thành Phong 1, Mương Nọc Commune, Quế Phong district attract 30 trainees. After learning and practical application, the vegetables have a yield high harvest. To achieve such results, the local authority had to study local people and land to introduce appropriate poverty reduction and hunger eradication. Quế Phong District is currently implementing two national target programs on poverty reduction and ethnic minority and mountainous areas. Based on this, the center has developed plans, conducted admissions, and organized inaugural classes. In order to implement projects to diversify livelihoods and scale up poverty reduction models in the area, in 2023, Con Quang District has supported 12 projects of agroforestry production development for 300 poor households, near poor households, newly escaped poverty households, as well as those with disabilities and lacking stable livelihoods.
The total support amount in the district is over 7 billion Vietnamese dongs. All projects have been approved and the District People's Committee has allocated funds to support the communes. The commune people's committees have also set plans for the support of animal breeding.
Thanks to the diversified livelihood, along with effective policies of supporting production development, many poor and near-poor households in province have increased their income and gained access to basic social services. In 2023, tens of thousands of families have escaped poverty, confirming the effectiveness of the diversifying livelihood models. This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.